안녕하세요. 오늘 일요일 아침 시간. 어제보다는 일어나는데 힘들지 않았어요. 확실히 토요일날 조금 휴식을 취하고 나서 일요일날 새벽에 일어나는 거는 그렇게 힘들지 않은 것 같아요. 오늘부터는 종이 사용하는 대신 패드에다가 조금 사용하도록 해볼게요. 거창하게 종이를 아끼자 그런 거 조금 있고요. 할 수 있는 하는 것만 나쁘지 않아요. 그래서 오늘은 공부 내용을 패드에 적상하는 거로 해보고 벌써 느낌이 좋네요. 책 내용을 먼저 보겠습니다. Unit 15 Past Perfect Continuous I had been doing Studies example situation yesterday morning. Yesterday morning I got up and looked out the window. The sun was shining, but the ground was very wet. It had been raining. It had been raining. It was not raining when I looked out the window. The sun was shining, but it had been raining before. Raining. 밖에 봤을 때 밖에 비가 내린 건 아니고 I, we, you, they, he, she, it had he'd been doing, working, playing. Some more examples. My hands were dirty because I've been repairing my bike. My hands were 손이 더러웠다 because I'd been repairing my bike. Tom was tired when he got home. Tom was tired. 톰은 피곤했다 when he got home. 집에 갔을 때. He'd been working hard all day. He'd been working hard all day. 하루 종일 힘들게 일했다. 아니 왜 과거 완료 진행이 써야 되는 거죠? 잘 이해가 안 되네. I went to Mexico City a few years ago and stayed with a friend of mine. She hadn't been living there very long, but she knew the city very well. 그때부터 계속 지금까지가 아니라 과거 10년 전에 했으면 5년 전까지, 근데 5년 전에 계속 하고 있었다라는 내용이 과거 완료 진행. Compare have been doing and had been doing, had been ing, have been ing, had been ing. Present perfect continuous. 비교를 해야 알기 편하시오. I hope the bus comes soon. I've been waiting for 20 minutes, but for now. 지금까지 20분을 기다리고 있는데. The first bus finally came. 드디어 도착했다. I've been waiting for 20 minutes. I've been 20분간 기다렸다. 그 버스가 before the bus came. 버스가 오기까지 20분을 기다렸다. 특정 시점이 나와야 그거까지 계속 하고 있었다는 내용이 과거 완료 진행. James is out of breath. He's been running. 제임스는 힘이 찼다. He's been running. 달리기를 하고 있다. 지금까지. James was out of breath. He'd been running. 예를 들어서, for example, 5 minutes ago he'd been from 5 minutes ago he'd been running. 이런 식으로. compare was ing 과거 진행은 어떻게 쓸까나? 과거 완료 진행. was ing and had been ing. It wasn't raining when we went out. 우리가 밖에 나왔을 때 비가 내리고 있지 않았어. The sun was shining. 태양이 뜨고 있었지. But it had been raining. 그러나 it had been raining. 비가 왔었어. So the ground was wet. Catherine was lying on the sofa. She was tired because she'd been working hard. 좀 이해력이 딸리는 거네요. Some verbs, for example, no, are not normally used in continuous forms with ings. We were good friends. We had known each other for years. A few years ago, Lisa cut her hair really short. I was surprised because she'd always had long hair, not she'd been having. For a few years ago, Lisa cut her hair very short. I was surprised because she'd always had long hair. Oh. For a list of these verbs, see Unit 4A. For have, see Unit 16. 일단 과거를 진행은 과거 특정 시점까지 계속 하고 있는 거. With the situations and make sentences with the words in parentheses. Tom was very tired when he got home. He'd been working hard all day. 했던 부분. 그럼 살짝 바꿔서 Stephen was very tired when he got home. Stephen was very tired when he got home. He'd been working hard all day. Stephen was very tired when he got home. He'd been working hard all day. The children came into the house. 아이들이 집으로 왔다. 들어왔다. They had a football and they were both very tired. They had they had been playing football. They had been playing football. I was disappointed when I had to cancel my vacation. 그대였기 때문이다. Look, looking forward. And I woke up in the middle of the night. She was frightened and didn't know where she was. Oh, she had been having a bad dream. When I got home, Mark was sitting in front of the TV. He had just turned it off. Watching a movie. The people waiting at the bus stop were getting impatient. The bus was very late. Waiting, waiting a long time. Read the situations and complete the sentences. We played tennis yesterday. We didn't finish our game. We've been playing for half an hour when it started to rain. I had arranged to meet Tom in a restaurant. I had arranged to meet Tom in a restaurant. I arrived and waited for him to come. For him to come. For 20 minutes when I realized that in the wrong restaurant. Really? I had been waiting. When I realized that I was in the wrong restaurant. Wrong. Sarah worked for a company for a long time. The company no longer exists. 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 At the time, the company went out of business. Sarah, Sarah had been working there for 12 years. Sarah had been working there for 12 years. I went to a concert soon after the orchestra began playing. Something strange happened. The orchestra played for about 10 minutes when a man in the audience suddenly started shouting. Had been playing. Something strange happened. The orchestra played. The orchestra had been playing for about 10 minutes when a man in the audience suddenly started shouting, which is right. It was noise next door last night. Our neighbors were having a party, or having is correct. At the end of our trip we were extremely tired. We'd been traveling for more than 24 hours. For more than 24 hours. James was on his hands and knees on the floor. He was looking for his contact lens. He, he was looking. Sue was sitting on the ground. She was out of breath. She was running. She'd been running. She'd been running. 바로 직관적으로 바로 나와야 되는데 바로. Right away. John and I went for work. He was working. John and I went for a walk. He was working. He'd been working very fast. And I had a difficulty keeping up with him. I was sad when I sold my car. I'd had it for a very long time. Hmm. I was sad when my local coffee shop closed. I'd been going there for many years. I'm running a marathon next month. I've been training for it every day. I had arranged to meet Kate, but I was late. When I finally arrived, she was waiting. She'd been waiting for me. Joe and I work for the same company. He joined the company before me. When I started a few years ago, he was already working there. Started a few years ago. I started working at the company a few years ago. At the time I started, Joe was work already. Started working at the company a few years ago. At the time I started, Joe was already working. Should have been working there for 2 years. Joe still works for the company. He has been working there. 답을 먼저 확인해 볼까요? 되게 빨리 끝났다고 했는데 뭐 한 챕터 하면 30분이 걸리네요. Been playing football. I had been looking for it. She had been having been marching. They had been waiting. I've been waiting for 20 minutes. I realized I was and how the been working. Went how the been working. I've been playing, studied. Now make your own sentences. I began working along the route. I began walking along the road. 과거지는 I was very tired. Working. Okay, suddenly stopped just behind me. The car suddenly stopped just behind me. When I finally arrived, she was waiting. You was working. I began walking along the road. I'd been walking for 10 minutes. Into the most appropriate. Have and have got. Proposition, relationship, illnesses, appointments. You can't use have or have got. There is no difference in meaning. You can say they have a new car. They have got a new car. Lisa has two brothers. Lisa has got two brothers. I have a headache. Well, I've got a headache. Our house has a small yard. Our house has got a small yard. He has a few problems. He has got a few problems. I have a driving lesson tomorrow. I have a driving lesson tomorrow. I've got a driving lesson tomorrow. With these meanings, we don't use continuous forms I'm having. With these meanings, possession, we don't use continuous forms I'm having. We're enjoying our vacation. We've got a nice room in the hotel. We have a nice room in the hotel. Now we are having a nice room. For the past year, we used had usually without go without God. Hannah had a long hair when she was tired. She was a child. Hannah had long hair when she was child. Not Hannah had God. In questions and negative sentences, there are two possible forms. Do you have any questions? Have you got any questions? Does she have a car? Has she got a car? I don't have any questions. I haven't got any questions. She doesn't have a car. She hasn't got a car. In past questions and negative sentences, we use did, didn't. Did you have a car when you were living in Miami? I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't call you. Elise had long hair, didn't she? Have breakfast, have trouble, have a good time. We also use have but not have got for things we do or experience. For example, have breakfast, have dinner, have a cup of coffee, have something to eat, have a party, have a vacation, have an accident, have an experience, have a dream, have a good trip, have a good flight, have a good time, have fun, have trouble, have difficulty, have a look at something, a chat, have a discussion, have a conversation, have a talk with somebody, have a baby, give birth to a baby, have an operation. Have got is not possible in these expressions. Compare. Sometimes I have a sandwich for lunch. Not I've got. But I've got some sandwiches. Would you like one? You can use continuous forms of having with these expressions. We are enjoying our vacation. We are having a great time. Mike is having trouble with his car. He often has trouble with his car. In questions and negative sentences, we use do, does, did. I don't usually have a big breakfast. Not I usually have. Well, does Chris usually have lunch? Did you have trouble finding somewhere to stay? Did you have trouble finding somewhere to stay? 문제 풀이 한번 해봅시다. I'm not free tomorrow morning. I've got a driving lesson. Rachel is an only child. She has a degree in physics. I've got a sore throat. There's no need to hurry. Maybe you can spare it. I think he should get the job. I wish I could sing as well as you. She hasn't got any brothers, sisters. I wish I could. We've got plenty of time. There's no need to hurry. We've got You've got a really good voice. I wish I could sing as well as you. I don't feel very well this morning. I've got a sore throat. Sore. Just degree. Megan went to college. She has a degree in physics. I've got a question. 질문을 가지고 있어요. I've got a sore throat. Maybe you can answer it. James has got a lot of experience. I think he should get the job. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. She hasn't got any brothers or sisters. 쉬운 문제 풀 때 뭔가 맞추면 기분 좋네요, 이게. 역시 뭔가 성취. 적당한 난이도를 계속 하는 게 중요한 것 같아요. Complete the sentences using have. She couldn't get into the house. She didn't have a key. Is there anything you would like to ask? Would like to ask? Do you have any questions? They can't their bills. They can't pay their bills. They didn't have money anymore. They didn't have any money. We got wet in the rain yesterday. We didn't have an umbrella. Jack, blah blah blah. He can't afford one, and he can't drive anyway. Excuse me, can I borrow a pen? Is there a pen I could borrow? Here you go. Do you have a pen I could borrow? I was very busy yesterday. Time to go shopping. I didn't have time. Tell me about that. Does he have a job? Has he got a car? When you worked at your last job? Where's the remote control? I don't know. I haven't got it. Tom has a motorcycle. Yes, a long time ago he doesn't have one now. Had a motorcycle. Hello, you can the lines words okay? Change them where necessary. I'm not free tomorrow morning. I've got a driving class. Okay. Rachel had got long hair when she was a child. B. Rachel had long hair. I couldn't contact you because I hadn't my phone. I had. Are you feeling okay? No, I'm having a cold. Cold. The party is great. I'm having a good time. I felt really tired. I hadn't any energy. It's just a small town. It doesn't have many stores. Was your trip okay? Had you any problems? My friend called me when I was having lunch. Last time I saw Steve, he was having a fair beard. 수영이가 가지고 있던 취하려. We don't need to hurry. We have plenty of time. You got, you got. Have you breakfast? Yes, every day. Have you got? Have you got breakfast every day? Complete the sentences. Use an expression we have in the correct form. Choose from. Have a baby, have a bad dream, have a chat, have trouble, have a good trip, have a look, have lunch, have a party, have a nice time, have a vacation. I don't eat much during the day. I never have lunch. I never have lunch. I didn't sleep well last night. Blah 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 about my exam. I have a chat. I have trouble. Then I have a look. We blah blah last week. We invited lots of people. We have a party. We had a. Excuse me, can I call you at your magazine, please? Can I have a look at your magazine, please? Have a chat at your magazine, please. 둘 다 말이 듣네. Joe is away on vacation right now. I hope he have a vacation. Have a nice time. I met some friends in the supermarket yesterday. We stopped and I met some friends in the supermarket yesterday. Some friends in the supermarket yesterday. 어제 친구 만났어요. We stopped and have a chat. Finding the book you wanted? No, I found it. Okay. Have you found? Have a look. Did you have a look? Finding the book you wanted? Did you have a look? Really true? Did you have a look? Ran a few weeks ago. It's her second child. Have her baby. I'm leaving for Hawaii in a few hours. In a few hours. That's great. Have a good trip. I'd like to go away somewhere. It's like what's happening? She's already on vacation by now. Sorry, I didn't see. 다시 답을 체크해봅시다. 좀 헷갈렸는지 오래 걸렸어. Is there anything you'd like to ask? They can't pay their bills. They can't. 뭐하는 거? Didn't have. Hasn't got. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't have. Are you feeling okay? No. I have cold. I didn't have. Okay. It hasn't got. You have. Okay. Has. gratitude. Party, have a room. Just having a nice time. Had a chill. She's having a nice time. Joyous, we are on vacation right now. I have heat. He is having a nice time. Haven't had a vacation. I have a cold. Do you have for breakfast every day? 음, 16번까지 다 개인적인 CG에 대한 한 부분인 것 같아요. 16번까지를 복습하는 시간이 필요할 것 같네요. 엑서사이즈 8번까지 과연 오늘 낮에도 할 수 있을까요? 너무 미라클모닝이 모닝만 이렇게 하니까 부족하다고 생각은 하는데도 낮에는 딴짓을 하게 돼요. 아침에 할 수 있는 거 집중을 하고 낮에 하든 밤에 하든 오늘 추가적으로 이거 additional exercises를 하는 걸로 할게요. 음, 잠깐 찰리와 초콜릿 공장 책을 좀 읽어볼까요? But I haven't yet told you about the one awful thing that tortured little Charlie, the lover of culture boy, more than anything else. This thing, for him, was far worse than seeing slabs of chocolate in the shop windows, or watching other children munching creamy candy bars right in front of him. It was the most terrible, torturing thing you could imagine, and it was this. The town itself, actually within sight of the house in which Charlie lived, there was an enormous chocolate factory. Just imagine that. And it wasn't simply an ordinary enormous chocolate factory either. It was their largest and most famous in the whole world. It was Wonka's factory, owned by a man called Mr. Willy Wonka, the greatest inventor and the maker of chocolates that has ever been. And what a tremendous, marvelous place it was. It had huge iron gates leading, leading into it, and a high wall surrounding it, and the smoke belching from its chimney, and the strange whistling sounds coming from deep inside it. And outside the walls, for half a mile around in every direction, the air was scented with a heavy, rich, smell of melting chocolate. Twice a day, on his way to and from school, little Charlie Bucket had to walk right past the gates of the factory, and every time he went by, he would begin to walk very slowly, and he would hold his nose high in the air and take long deep sniffs of the gorgeous chocolatey, light chocolate smell all around him. Oh, how I loved that smell! And oh, how I wish it he could go inside the factory and see what it was like. Mr. Willy Wonka's factory. In the evening, after he had finished his super or rotary garbage shop, Charlie always went into the room of his four grandparents to listen to their stories, and then afterward to say good night. Every one of these old people was over 90. They were as shriveled as prawns and as bony as skeletons, and throughout the day, until Charlie made his appearance, and they lay huddled in their one bed, two at eight, and with nightcaps on to keep their heads warm, dodging the time away with nothing to do. But as soon as they heard the door opening and they heard Charlie's voice saying, "Good evening, Grandma Josephine, and Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine and Grandpa Georgie and Grandpa Georgina." Then all four of them would suddenly sit down, and their old wrinkled faces would light up with smiles of pleasure, and the talking would begin, for they loved this little boy. He was their only bright thing in their lives, and his evening visits were something that they looked forward to all day long. Often Charlie's mother and father would come in as well and stand by the door listening to the stories that the old people told, and thus for perhaps half an hour every night this room would become a happy place, and the whole family would forget that it was hungry and poor. One evening, when Charlie went in to see his grandparents, he said to them, "It is really true that Ronco's chocolate factory is the biggest in the world." 좀 짧게 읽읍시다. 배가 너무 고프네요. 좀 핑계. 오늘은 어디 갈 데가 있어서 시간 활용을 잘해야 될 것 같아요. 오전에 조금 빠르게 할 일을 다 해놓고 오후에 볼일 보고 저녁에는 집에 와서 쉴 수 있게. 저녁에 집에 와서 일하면은 일이라기보다 집안일이든 뭐든 그런 걸 하게 되면 다음날 좀 영향을 주는 것 같아요. 오늘 크리스마스예요. 제가 이 책 읽은 지 5일 됐네요. 좀 반성합니다. 오늘 여기까지 방송할게요. 나름 알찬 시간이었습니다. 복습과 책 읽기.